Hey race fans, Ryan Newman back again, 2012. This is the 5th race of the season. We're in Fontana. We're just getting ready to go out to qualify here shortly. And throughout the week, still been getting a bunch of your great questions on the Go Army Facebook and Twitter fans and followers. And let's start with the first one. John Roselle asks, how does it feel to have the best sponsor, the Army? Well, Johnny, you sound pretty excited about this, and I am too. Really, as I've always said, it's an honor to represent the Army, to wear their colors, to wear their logo, to represent what it is to be Army strong. It's an honor for me. There's no other better word for it. And our goal each and every race and each and every weekend is to get in victory lane and dedicate it to the soldiers. That's what would mean the most to us. So it feels great. Second question is from Sue Lauer. Sue Lauer asks, the cows you have at your house, they are pets, correct? You are not going to eventually eat them. Also, if Baby B wants to race in the future, will you let her? Well, Sue, since you're not biased in this question, well, some of them are pets and some of them are made to be eaten. I don't know how to answer that any differently. We have 2 Santa Gertrudis bulls, and we have a 12 Black Angus cows, heifers, and little bulls, bull calves. So we're in the process of growing a herd. And just so you know, that's what cows were made for, was to be eaten. And if Baby B wants to race in the future, will you let her? I'll let her do whatever she wants to do as long as it makes her happy and doesn't cost a whole lot of money. So maybe not racing. The third question is from Debbie Tackett Schultz. Debbie asks, how hard is it to be competitive with Tony? Do you see him as a teammate, friend, or just another racer out on the track? It's not hard to be competitive with him because he's one of the best, and to be the best you have to beat the best, and Tony is proved to be that last year, winning the championship. I see him as a teammate, a friend, and another competitor. Different times of the race, different times of the day. Just because he's my teammate doesn't mean I have to let him win or I'm going to let him win. So he, without a doubt, is my friend always, and he's my teammate always, but he is another competitor, and that's the tough part of our sport. The next question is from Wyatt Blastic. What inspired you most to go into racing? Hands down, my dad. My dad wanted to be a race car driver, didn't get the opportunity, and when I came along, gave me every opportunity that I needed or wanted to be a race car driver. So I started racing when I was 4.5 years old, driving quarter midgets around the Midwest, and I've always loved it. So my dad was realistically and wholly my inspiration. The next question is from Nick O'Neill. Nick asks, Ryan, how often do you use your Purdue University mechanical engineering degree skills for improving your qualifying race performance? Are they skills you can use while driving out on the racetrack or more suited for the garage area? I don't think necessarily being an engineer makes me a better race car driver on the racetrack, but what it does is allow me to communicate with the team what the car is doing. I understand the car, the physics of it, a little bit more so than most drivers, so that I can communicate using the language that the engineers on my team learned when they went to school to be able to help make the race car go faster, quicker, to make the U.S. Army Chevrolet to be the quickest. So, for instance, in qualifying practice, when we only get an hour and a half, to be able to get to that ideal package the quickest and be the fastest, so that when we go out to qualify, we can win that pole. So, they definitely help me, without a doubt, in relating to the crew, probably more so than how I actually drive the race car. The next question is from Jeanette Isaacs Darlington. She asks, if you could add any Army vehicle to your collection, what would you choose and why? I'd have to say those Doomsday Preppers people would probably prefer a tank, just in case. So the people that on TV that are preparing for the end of the world, I have to say that a tank would probably be one of the best things you could have. So if I was to have an extra vehicle in my collection, that would probably be what it is. That was the last question. I want to thank all the Facebook and Twitter fans. Great questions. Keep them coming. I'll be answering a few of my video blogs each week. So just keep asking them. We'll get to you. And look for posts on the Army Facebook wall. And visit us at facebook.com/GoArmy or on Twitter at Army Racing. And we'll do our best to get the Army car in victory lane. Thanks again.